Happy Easter! The Easter season is a 50-day period that begins on Easter Sunday and ends on Pentecost Sunday. This year, as we journey through the Easter season, we also begin the 40-day countdown to the 2025 World Conference. We are inviting the church into a time of reflection, renewal, and spiritual growth as we explore the hope found in the risen Christ and prepare to be together for a historic World Conference.
As we journey together through the Easter season and towards the 2025 World Conference, we are inviting the church into a time of intentional examination of the faith journey we've been on. Where has the Spirit led us? Where is the Spirit leading us now?
The time since the 2023 World Conference has been filled with challenges and difficult moments, and yet, through it all, we have sensed the presence of the Holy Spirit guiding us onward. As we prepare to gather at the 2025 World Conference, we invite you to engage in a version of the prayer of examen, adapted over the next 40 days. This ancient spiritual practice will be divided into 6 steps over the next 6 weeks. Additionally, each day through the daily bread, there will be other spiritual practices and questions that will guide us as we prepare.
The prayer of examen is a reflective practice that helps us discern God's presence and calling in our lives. It involves several steps that we will break down and spread across our 40-day journey through the next 6 weeks. We invite you to keep a journal of your experience.
For the first week, we focus on gratitude. Through the week, be intentional about taking moments to reflect on the blessings in your life. What are you thankful for? Where have you seen the blessings of the living Christ? How has God's grace touched your life?
You might want to write down your thoughts of gratitude in a journal. This allows you the opportunity to look back and remember where you've experienced gratitude. Allow gratitude to fill your heart and guide your actions as you move into the next steps.
In the second week, we review our daily experiences and seek understanding about how God is working in and through our life. Take time throughout the week to reflect on your life. How do you sense God's presence? Where did you see the Spirit at work? Ask God to open your heart and mind to how and when God is present in your daily living.
Again, you might want to write down your observations of where you see God working in and through your life, or choose an experience during the day and allow that experience to teach you something about God's work in your life and how you respond to it.
During the third week, focus on your feelings. What emotions did you experience? When did you feel joy and sorrow? How do your emotions influence your actions and decisions? Notice when you sensed God present with you in your feelings.
If you are keeping a journal, write down what you are learning about your emotions. By acknowledging our emotions, we can better understand ourselves and our relationship with God.
In the fourth week, we seek forgiveness. Reflect on moments when you fell short or hurt others. Consider what makes you feel separated from God and what draws you closer. ask for God's forgiveness and the strength to forgive yourself and others.
Consider writing down where you seek forgiveness and where you need to forgive for further prayer and reflections as you respond to where the Spirit is leading you into reconciliation. This step helps us reconcile, heal, and grow in compassion and humility.
As we enter the fifth week, focus on what possibilities God is inviting you to help make happen. Notice where there are needs or injustices around you. Imagine how you might respond to make the world more aligned with God's vision of shalom. What steps can you take to align more closely with God's will about what next faithful step you need to take?
What are you discerning about opportunities to create a better future that reflects God's vision of shalom? Dedicate time during the day to consider how you can align your heart and actions with God's heart, which helps us live into the future that God desires for everyone.
In the final week leading to World Conference, engage in contemplation. Spend time in silent prayer, listening for God's voice. What guidance is the Holy Spirit offering you? Reflect on the matters that will be considered by the delegates of the 2025 World Conference. Pray for release from your personal agenda such that the Spirit can lead you to discover God's will on the matters to be considered. What responses do you sense are most faithful to God's will?
You might want to write down what you are discerning so you can reflect on your insights over time and continue to refine what you are sensing. Let this time deepen your connection with God and prepare you for the 2025 World Conference and the journey ahead.
As we journey through these 40 days preparing for the 2025 World Conference, let us embody the message and mission of the risen Christ of Easter. May this practice of examen and the practices and questions provided through the daily bread enrich our lives and open our hearts and minds to a deeper understanding of where the Spirit is leading us, both individually and collectively.
Consider using this 40-day practice and the practices and questions in the daily bread as a family, with a small group, or prayer partner, examining where we have been and where God is leading us is often enriched by the thoughts and reflections of others.
Together, let us embark on this journey of examen and preparation with open hearts and minds, ready to be transformed by God's grace and energized by the hope that is present as we live as Easter people. Thank you for joining us, and may each one's path be blessed. We look forward to being together as a worldwide church at the 2025 World Conference.